Hi friends, and welcome to This Week in the Stars for the week of July 20th, 2026 from a True Sky Sidereal Astrology perspective. This week feels like we're crossing a threshold. Over the past few weeks, many of us have been reflecting, revisiting old conversations, questioning our beliefs, and just trying to make sense of the changes unfolding both within us and around us. This week, the energy begins to shift. There is a sense that the fog is starting to lift. Our hearts are opening in a new way, and we're being invited to move forward with greater clarity and compassion. Let's look at what the stars have in store. On Monday, the sun leaves Gemini and enters Cancer. Now, if you're new to True Sky Sidereal Astrology, this may come as a surprise, because in tropical astrology, the sun entered Cancer back in June. But in the actual sky, the sun doesn't move into the constellation of Cancer until around July 20th, where it will remain until approximately August 7th. Now, here's another fun little fact. If you were born before July 22nd, then you're actually a Gemini sun in the true sky, not a Cancer sun, like you've probably been told your whole life. I always love sharing that because it often explains why some people never fully resonated with their tropical sun sign. Energetically, as the sun moves into Cancer, our awareness begins shifting from gathering information to nurturing what truly matters. Cancer reminds us to come home, not just to our physical homes, but to ourselves. This energy asks us, where do I truly feel safe? What nourishes my soul? What am I protecting, and what needs a little more love and care? You may feel a stronger desire to spend time with family, connect with nature, tend your home, or simply slow your pace. Collectively, I believe we'll see people becoming more focused on community, emotional well-being, food security, housing, and creating environments where people feel supported and connected. And for the Earth, this shift feels incredibly nurturing. It's as though the planet is inviting humanity to remember that we belong to her, not the other way around. There is a gentle reminder this week that healing often begins by reconnecting with the natural rhythms of life. Then on Thursday, Mercury finally stations direct in Gemini. If communication has felt confusing, or if plans have been delayed, or if you've been revisiting old ideas over the past few weeks, you may begin noticing things falling into place. Mercury has been asking us to slow down enough to hear what we may have missed the first time. Now those lessons begin to integrate. Don't expect everything to become crystal clear overnight, though. Because when a planet stations, it's almost like it's standing still in the sky before gradually moving forward again. So this transition may feel gentle rather than dramatic. You may suddenly find the right words you've been searching for. Conversations that have been waiting to happen may finally unfold. Decisions that felt uncertain may begin feeling much more obvious. Collectively, this can bring greater clarity around information, communication, education, technology, and agreements that may have been delayed or under review. It feels like humanity is beginning to sort through the noise and discern what is actually true. For the Earth, this frequency feels like the collective mind is settling. Almost as though we've been shaking a snow globe and now the snow is beginning to settle so we can finally see what's been there all along. Then on Sunday, Saturn stations retrograde in Pisces. This is a much quieter energy, but a deeply important one. Saturn represents structure, responsibility, wisdom, and long-term growth. Pisces is the realm of intuition, spirituality, compassion, dreams, and surrender. When Saturn begins moving retrograde here, we are invited into a season of inner accountability. Not accountability through guilt or criticism, but through honesty. Where have we been avoiding our intuition? Where have we been giving our power away? Where have we been trying to control what is actually asking us to trust? This retrograde encourages us to review the spiritual foundations we've been building. It asks us to examine whether our beliefs are rooted in fear or in love, whether our daily lives actually reflect the values we say we hold. Collectively, this may bring a deeper examination of institutions, belief systems, and structures that no longer serve humanity's highest good. There may be a growing desire to create systems that honor compassion alongside responsibility. For the earth, this feels like a deep exhale, a slowing down, an invitation for humanity to stop striving so hard and remember that wisdom often comes through stillness, reflection, and listening. When I step back and look at the week as a whole, one message seems to come through. Come home to yourself. We've spent the last few weeks gathering information, questioning old beliefs, and gaining new perspectives. Now it's time to begin integrating those insights. The Sun in Cancer reminds us to nurture ourselves. Mercury direct helps us move forward with greater clarity. And Saturn retrograde asks us to build a life that is aligned with our deepest truth, not just what we've been taught to believe. This isn't a week of rushing ahead. It's a week of becoming more intentional, more compassionate, more grounded, more connected to what truly matters. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and trust your own inner wisdom. Thank you so much for spending these few moments with me today. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you the next time in the stars. And if you'd like to understand how these planetary energies are showing up specifically for your life, don't forget you can order your 12-month True Sky Sidereal Astrology reading. It's over 120 pages of personalized insight based on the actual sky. And it's currently available for 50% off through the link in the description below or by going to my website, healingfrequencies.life. Until next time, take good care of yourself and keep looking up.